morning mga ka-classroom. Isa na namang video ang mapapanood nyo ngayon. Ito ay ang tungkol sa zero exponent and negative exponent. Bago ka pa lang sa channel na ito, nais sana kitang invite na i-click ang subscribe button sa ibaba. Yun, doon banda. Ganito ang itsura. O kaya ang subscribe now na makikita niyo sa screen. Ganito rin ang itsura. At syempre, ang notification bell para ma-inform kayo kung ako ay mag-a-upload ng bagong video. At kung ikaw ay isang subscriber na ng Sir Dude's Classroom, maraming salamat sa patuloy na suporta at panonood sa channel na ito. All numbers raised to the zero power is equal to 1. Agree or disagree? Mamaya, malalaman natin kung tama o mali yung all numbers raised to the zero power is equal to 1. So yan yung ating first topic for today, zero exponents. Kasi dalawa ang topic natin ngayon, zero exponents and negative exponents. So, to derive the principle behind the zero exponents, let us use this example. 2 cubed over 2 cubed. 2 cubed is equal to 8. So, yung 2 cubed sa numerator is equal to 8 and 2 cubed in the denominator is also equal to 8. And 8 divided by 8 is equal to 1. Now, we will use the quotient rule, the first condition, to derive the principle of zero exponents. So, same base sila, copy the base, subtract the exponent of the numerator and the exponent of the denominator. So, this is equal to 2 raised to the 3 minus 3 power. And then, simplify. 2 raised to the 3 minus 3 power is equal to 2 raised to the 0 power. And 2 to the 0 power is equal to 1. Ayan, hindi tayo nagbago ha. Wala tayong chinis sa mga numbers na yon. Lumabas na ang 2 to the 0 power is equal to 1. So, gamit tayo na ibang example kasi baka mamaya applicable lang ito sa 2 cube over 2 cube. Let's use 3 to the 4th power over 3 to the 4th power. 3 to the 4th power is equal to 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So this is equal to 81. And then sa denominator din, 81 din. So 81 divided by 81 is equal to 1. Now, we will use the first condition of the quotient rule. Copy the base 3. Subtract the exponents, 4 minus 4. And simplify. This is equal to 3 raised to the 0 power. And this is equal to 1. So, kanina nakita natin 2 to the 0 power is equal to 1. Ngayon, 3 to the 0 power is equal to 1. And then, gamitin natin yung power of 10. Ayan. 10 squared over 10 squared. So, maliliit lang yung exponent na ginamit ko kasi pag malaki na yung mga exponents, medyo malalaki yung number, kukulangin yung space sa slides. So, 10 squared is equal to 100. So, sa denominator din, 10 squared din, siyempre, 100 din yun. 100 over 100 is equal to 1. Kasi same yan ng 100 divided by 100. We will use the first condition of the quotient rule. So, copy the base, yung 10, then subtract the exponents. And then simplify. This is equal to 10 to the 0 power. And 10 to the 0 power is also equal to 1. So, 2 to the 0 power is equal to 1. 3 to the 0 power is equal to 1. 10 to the 0 power is equal to 1. So, tatlo na yung examples natin. Siguro naman, pwede na tayong mag-derive ng principle dyan. Any number raised to the 0 power is equal to 1. Tignan natin kung applicable din ito sa power of 0. So, 0 to the 5th power over 0 to the 5th power. 0 to the 5th power is equal to 0 times 0 times 0 times 0 times 0. So, you will multiply 0 5 times as a factor. So, the product is 0. The numerator is 0 and also the denominator is 0. So, this is 0 over 0. And this is the same as 0 divided by 0. No? Yung fraction kasi, the numerator is divided by the denominator. So, 0 divided by 0. And division by 0 is not allowed. No? Bawal. No? Grade 1 pa lang kayo, grade 2, sinasabi na yan ni teacher. Division by 0 is not allowed. So, 0 over 0 is undefined. Undefined ang sagot dito. So, we will use the quotient rule, first condition, gaya ng ginawa natin kanina sa power of 2, power of 3, and power of 10, na prove natin na raised to the 0 power ay equal to 1. So, ipoprove din natin sa 0. Tignan natin kung mapoprove natin. So, copy the base, 0. Subtract the exponents, 5 minus 5. Then simplify. This is equal to 0 raised to the 0 power. And 0 raised to the 0 power is equal to undefined. Undefined siya, no? Wala siyang sagot. Yun ang sagot, undefined. Okay? So, based on this example, we can conclude that 0 to the 0 power is not equal to 1. So, meron palang exemption, no? All numbers except 0 raised to the 0 power is equal to 1. Or the value is equal to 1. So, clear na yan, ha? Any number, kahit 1 million raised to the 0 power, the value is equal to 1. 6 trillion, no? Raised to the 0 power, the value is equal to 1. Any non-zero number raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Sana clear yan sa inyo. So, 5 to the 0 power is equal to 1. 18 to the 0 power is equal to 1. 63 to the 0 power is equal to 1. Sabi na nga, di ba, any number. 0 to the 0 power is not equal to 1. Kasi nga, sabi doon, any non-zero number raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. 0 to the 0 power is undefined. I have more examples here, no? This time, mga variables naman. X to the 0 power is equal to 1. Y to the 0 power is equal to 1. M to the 0 power is equal to 1. And N to the 0 power is equal to 1. Ayan. So, not only numbers, but also variables. This is the model for the zero exponents. X raised to the 0 power is equal to 1. So, X is a variable. It may represents any number, or it can be replaced by any number except 0. So this time, we will discuss the negative exponents. We will also derive the principle of negative exponents. So these are the examples of negative exponents. X raised to the negative 2 power is equal to 1 over x squared. Second example, a to the negative 9 power is equal to 1 over a to the 9th power. Another example, 4 to the negative 3 power is equal to 1 over 4 cubed. And since the base is a number, so kailangan i-simplify natin. So this is equal to 1 over 4 cubed is equal to 4 times 4 times 4. And this is equal to 64. Kapag negative exponents, iwa 1 over lang natin siya. No? Iwa 1 over lang natin, then magiging positive. Pero paano ba bakit ba ganun ang ginagawa? Ino-over. No? Yun ang kailangan i-explain natin, kasi madali lang naman yan eh. Ibababa mo lang. No? So, ano ang principle behind doon sa pagwa 1 over natin sa negative exponents? So we will use 2 raised to the negative 3 power to derive the principle behind these negative exponents. 2 to the negative 3 power is the same as 2 to the negative 3 power times 1. Anong property of operations? Yan ay identity property of multiplication. No? Any number multiplied by 1, the product is the number itself, or the product is the same number. No? Yung minultiply mo sa 1, kung ano man yon. So, 4 times 1 is equal to 4. Negative 10 times 1 is equal to negative 10. So, dito, 2 to the negative 3 power times 1. Okay. Since if the numerator and the denominator are the same, that is equal to 1, di ba? So, yung 1, papalitan natin ng 2 cube over 2 cube. Okay? So, any power of 2 pwedeng i-change. Pero dito, ginamit ko 2 cube over 2 cube. So, i-multiply natin siya sa 2 to the negative 3 power. So, this is equal to, applying the product rule, 2 to the negative 3 power times 2 cube. So, just copy the base. And then add the exponents, negative 3 plus 3. Then, sa denominator, 2 cube pa din. So, hindi muna natin siya isi-simplify kasi kailangan makita natin kung saan napupunta yung yung negative exponents, no? Kasi kung isi-simplify na natin siya, hindi natin makikita. Okay, so simplify. So this is equal to 2 raised to the 0 power over 2 cube. And 2 to the 0 power, pinag-aralan natin kanina, 2 to the 0 power is equal to 1. And then, yung 2 cube pa din. Ayan, hindi natin siya sinimplify yung 2 cube kasi gusto kong makita nyo yung 2 to the negative 3 power kung saan napunta. Okay, so ngayon isi-simplify na natin. This is equal to 1 over 8. Okay? So ito, ibabox ko yung 2 to the negative 3 power. Ayan. Ibabox ko yung 1 over 2 cube. Okay. So pansinin nyo, saan napunta yung 2 to the negative 3 power. At nung napunta siya doon, anong nangyari sa sign? So 2 to the negative 3 power is equal to 1 over 2 cube. So kapag nasa numerator siya, i-move mo lang siya sa denominator, iwa 1 over mo, magiging positive yung exponent. Ha? Yung exponent ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, hindi yung number. Okay? So, 2 to the negative 3 power is equal to 1 over 2 cube, which is equal to 1 over 8. So, sana na-realize nyo na yan. Okay? Ang ginamit ko dito ay 2 cube over 2 cube. Pero, pwede ring ibang power of 2. No? Try natin. So, 2 to the negative 3 power times 1. So, yan ay based on the identity property of multiplication. So, yung 1, we will replace 1 or we will substitute 1 with 2 to the 5th power over 2 to the 5th power. So, we will multiply it to 2 to the negative 3 power. So, again, we will apply the product rule in multiplying 2 to the negative 3 power times 2 to the 5th power. So just copy the base. No, hindi natin minumultiply ang number. 2 times 2, 4. Ganon, hindi. Just copy the base, 2. Then, add the exponents. So negative 3 plus 5. Then, yung sa denominator, hindi muna natin isi-simplify kasi may gagawin tayo. Ayan, 2 to the 5th power. Copy lang muna. So, this is equal to, simplify mo yung negative 3 plus 5. So, magiging 2 squared over 2 to the 5th power. Okay, isi-simplify natin ngayon, syempre. 2 squared over 2 to the 5th power, we will apply the quotient rule, the second condition. The exponent of the numerator is less than the exponent of the denominator. Yun ang i-apply natin, no? So, mag-1 over tayo. 1 over 2 raised to the 5 minus 3 power. And this is equal to 1 over 2 cube. And this is equal to 1 over 8. Ayan. So, same lang kanina, di ba? Pero ang ginamit natin kanina is, pang substitute sa 1 ay 2 cube over 2 cube. Ito, 2 to the 5th power over 2 to the 5th power. Pero same pa din, no? Yung 2 raised to the negative 3 power is equal to 1 over 2 cube. So, yan yung gusto kong makita nyo, na nililipat yung expression from numerator to denominator then magbabago yung sign, magiging positive. This is the model for our negative exponents. So, x raised to the negative m power is equal to 1 over x raised to the m power. So, pag nilipat mo ang expression from numerator to denominator, yung negative exponents magiging positive exponent. Yan yung ating model. Paano naman, sir, kung nasa denominator ang negative exponent? Ang may negative exponent. So, ganoon din ang gagawin natin. So, ano din yan? Kung ano yung ginawa natin kanina sa 2 to the negative 3 power, ganoon din yung gagawin natin dito. Sa 1 over 3 to the negative 2 power. So, gagamitin din natin yung identity property of multiplication. So, times 1. And then, yung 1, papalitan natin siya ng 3 squared over 3 squared. Ayan. Then, multiply it to 1 over 3 to the negative 2 power. So, kanina nakita natin, di ba, pwede naman kahit anong power of 2. Dito din sa example na to, pwede rin kahit anong power of 3. 3 to the 7th power over 3 to the 7th power, pwede din. No? Basta it is equal palagi to 1. So, 1 times 3 squared is equal to 3 squared. 3 to the negative 2 power times 3 squared. Apply the product rule. Copy the base. Add the exponents. And then simplify. O yung 3 squared, wag muna natin gagawing 9. Ha? Hindi muna. Kopyahin muna natin. 3 squared over 3 to the 0 power. Saan galing yung 0? Ayun. Negative 2 plus 2. And then simplify. 3 squared over 3 to the 0 power is equal to 1. So, palitan na natin yung 3 to the 0 ng 1. And this is equal to 3 squared. Kapag denominator ay 1, hindi na natin sinusulat, ha? O hindi na natin nilalagay. Tinatanggal na natin yan. So, and this is equal to, dapat simplified talaga yung sagot, 9. Pero ang point ko dito, ipapakita ko kung saan napupunta yung negative exponents, di ba? So, kailangan pa natin yung ibang details. So, 1 over 3 to the negative 2 power is equal to, ayan, equal siya sa 3 squared over 1. And then, eventually, magiging equal siya sa 3 squared. Clear ba? Kasi hindi na pwedeng isulat yung over 1. So, 1 over 3 to the negative 2 power is equal to 3 squared. And 3 squared is equal to 9. So, pag nasa denominator, ililipat lang natin sa numerator, magiging positive na yung exponents. Pero ito yung explanation, bakit ginagawa yung ganon. So, how about kung parehong negative exponents ang numerator and denominator? Anong gagawin natin? Like for this example, b to the negative 5 power over a to the negative 7 power. Sir, simpleng-simple lang po yan. Pagpalitin po natin ng pwesto. Yung b to the negative 5 power nasa numerator, ililipat natin sa denominator, magiging positive. No, magiging b to the 5th power pag nilipat sa denominator. Yung a to the negative 7 power, ililipat natin sa numerator, magiging a to the 7th power. Tama, correct ka dyan. Ha? Kaya lang, ano ang principle behind sa ganong paglipat-lipat mo ng expression. So, ito yon, explain ko muna. So, di ba pag negative exponent, wina 1 over natin siya. So, yung b to the negative 5 power is equal to 1 over b to the 5th power. And then yung a to the negative 7 power sa denominator ay magiging 1 over a to the 7th power. Ayan, naging positive na. No? Pero kung ito ang sagot mo, hindi siya simplified. Dapat simplified yung sagot. So this is the same as 1 over b to the 5th power. Diba sinabi ko kanina, fraction signifies division. The numerator divided by the denominator. So 1 over b to the 5th power divided by 1 over a to the 7th power. O, ayan. Division of fractions na tayo. Balik tayo sa pang-elementary. No? Division of fractions. So, you know already how to divide fractions, di ba? Multiply the reciprocal of the divisor to the dividend. Walang gagawing change sa dividend. Sa divisor lang. So this is equal to 1 over b to the 5th power times, ita-times na natin, the reciprocal of 1 over a to the 7th power, babaligtarin lang natin, a to the 7th power over 1. Ayan. So yung division naging multiplication na. This is equal to 1 times a to the 7th power is a to the 7th power over b to the 5th power times 1 is equal to b to the 5th power. So makikita natin dito, based on this example, no? Ayan. b to the negative 5 power over a to the negative 7 power. Tama yung sinabi nyo kanina, pagpapalitin lang yung pwesto, kaya ayan, naging a to the 7th power over b to the 5th power. So, pero ito yung explanation niya kung bakit nangyayari yon na pinagpapalit natin ng pwesto. Malinaw na ba? I prepared 4 examples for this lesson. Sama-sama na yung negative exponents and zero exponents. Hindi ako sure kung merong iba pang laws of exponents like yung the quotient rule. No? Hindi ako sure. Tignan natin. So example number 1. 9a to the negative 4 power b squared. So hanapin natin kung tignan natin maigi kung may zero exponent ba, kung may negative exponent ba. Kasi kung may negative exponent, isi-simplify natin para maging positive. Kung may zero exponent, isi-simplify din natin para mawala yung zero exponent. Okay? So, this is 9. Yung a to the negative 4 power, di ba, wina 1 over natin siya. So, iwa 1 over natin. This is times kasi factors yan eh. 9 and a to the negative 4 power and b squared are factors. So, meron tayong 3 factors dito. Then, i-multiply natin yung 1 over a to the 4th power. Naging positive na kasi nilipat na natin siya sa denominator. So, times pa rin. B squared, hindi mag-change ng position. Doon pa din. So, b squared pa rin. Nasa numerator pa rin siya. So, this is equal to 9 times 1 times b squared is 9b squared over a to the 4th power. So, i-check natin maigi kung wala nang pwedeng masimplify sa sagot natin, no? Kasi kapag may pwedeng masimplify, kailangan i-simplify para hindi mali. Okay? So, wala nang pwedeng masimplify dyan. So, yan yung final answer. Example number 2. (72y to the negative 4 power over 9 x to the 0 power). So ayan, meron tayong 0 exponent, meron tayong negative exponent. So separate natin yung factors. 72 over 9. Tapos yung x to the 0 power, pwede na natin gawin yon 1. So 9 times 1. Ayan, no? Magiging 9 times 1. So 72 over 9 times 1. O, kinaklarify ko ha, yung 1 galing sa x to the 0 power. Tapos times, yung y to the negative 4 power, iwa 1 over natin siya. So 1 over y to the 4th power. And this is equal to 72 times 1 is 72 over 9 times 1 times y to the 4th power is 9y to the 4th power. Now, we will divide 72 by 9. Kasi pag yan ang sagot, hindi siya simplified. 72 divided by 9 is 8. Yan. Sa numerator yung 8, ha? Hindi sa denominator. Over y to the 4th power. So, may tignan, i-check kung may kailangan pang i-simplify. Wala na. So, yan na yung final answer. Example number 3. 12m to the negative 5 power over 3m squared n to the negative 7 power. Separate natin yung factors. 12 over 3. Then, times yung m to the negative 5 power, iwa 1 over natin siya kasi negative exponent. So, magiging 1 over m to the 5th power. Ayan, naging positive na pero nilipat natin ng denominator. Ngayon, merong m squared sa baba, sa denominator. So, hindi siya ililipat kasi positive naman. So, m squared pa din siya. I-multiply natin siya sa m to the 5th power. Then, yung n to the negative 7 power, ayan, ililipat natin siya sa numerator, magiging positive yung 7. So, magiging n to the 7th power. So, this is equal to, pwede nyo nang i-divide yung 12 divided by 3. And the quotient is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. So, pwede yung ganon. Pero, sa akin, ginawa ko, minultiply ko muna yung 12 times 1 times n to the 7th power. And this is equal to 12n to the 7th power over 3. Applying the product rule, copy the base, m, add the exponents, 2 plus 5, 7. No? So, 3m to the 7th power. And katulad niyan, hindi pa yan final answer kasi may masisimplify pa. Ano ang masisimplify dyan? 12 divided by 3. And 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4n to the 7th power over m to the 7th power. So, wala nang pwedeng masimplify. Yan na yung final answer. Example number 4. 24x to the 7th power, y to the 0 power, say to the 5th power, over 4x to the negative 1 power, y cubed, say squared. So, gaya ng ginawa natin sa first 3 examples natin, ganun din ang gagawin natin sa 4th example natin. So, 24 over 4. Pwede nyo yun ang i-divide yan directly. 24 divided by 4, 6. Pwede rin yan. Depende. Kahit ano naman solution nyo, basta tama yung final answer. Wala namang problema doon. Kasi marami namang possible solution. Times x to the 7th power. Iaakyat natin si x to the negative 1 power magiging x. No? Bawal isulat yung 1. X to the first power. So, i-multiply natin si x sa x to the 7th power. Times yung y to the 0 power, iba 1 siya kasi 0 exponent. So, y to the 0 power is equal to 1. I-over natin ngayon si y cube. Kasi hindi naman natin ililipat si y cube eh. Kasi positive exponent na siya. So, hindi na siya aalis dyan. Tapos dito, sa say to the 5th power over say squared, i-apply natin yung the quotient rule. First condition, the exponent of the numerator is greater than the exponent of the denominator. So, copy the base, say, subtract the exponents 5 minus 2. And then simplify. 24 divided by 4 is 6 times, ayan, x to the 7th power times x. So, copy lang yung base. Add the exponents. 7 plus 1 is 8. Times 1 over y cube times, tapos yung say, simplify natin, say to the 5 minus 2 power is say cube. Ayan. Tapos i-multiply na natin sila. Remember, the coefficient of x to the 8th power is 1. And the coefficient of say cube is also 1. So, 6 times 1 times 1 times 1 is 6. Then, x cube times say cube, copy lang, kasi wala namang kaparehong variable. So, x to the 8th power say cube. So, over y cube. So, the final answer is 6x to the 8th power say cube over y cube. That is how to simplify expressions applying some of the laws of exponents. So, halo-halo na. Merong 0 exponents, may negative exponents, may the quotient rule. No? So, yun ang gagamitin natin sa pagsisimplify ng mga expressions. And, ito rin yung gagamitin natin to multiply and to divide polynomials. Those are our next topics: multiplication and division of polynomials. Thank you for watching this video. This is Sir Dudsnik daw saying, always do what is right because you can never be wrong in doing what is right. Goodbye!